I have a feeling we're almost done with this mission.
We sure are racking up the frequent flyer miles, aren't we?
Yeah, we're traveling.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's find some clues.
So St. Louis Cathedral. I mean, carousel, not cathedral.
There it is. And hey, we're right back where we started. Carmen Sandiego really did take us around in circles. And somehow I'm starting to think she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, and I'm starting to suspect that this is not a series of unique cases, but one big overarching plan of Carmen's.
Jules, I've confirmed that your suspicions are right as usual. Every item you've recovered so far is missing a gem. Look closely at that gong, and I'll bet you'll notice a spot for a missing gem as well.
Roger that, Chief. I'm sketching it right now. And there's a hollowed-out spot right in the center of the wheel design. I wonder why Carmen's keeping the gems. And what about the link between that explorer and the wheel design?
Hang on, agents. I've just received word that yet another item's been stolen. This time it's a priceless Senet game table from ancient Egypt. The museum in Cairo is very concerned. A vile agent's been spotted hanging out near the Sphinx. You're on your way to Egypt. This may be your chance to finally start putting all the pieces together.
The ancient Egyptian game of Senet. That table's probably over 3,000 years old.
We're on it, Chief. And this time, I'm not playing any merry-go-round games with Carmen Sandiego. I'm bringing her in.
You're not going to be able to do it alone, Hawkins. It'll take teamwork to catch Carmen Sandiego. Remember, there's good reason I've paired the two of you together.
Woo! So, mission 4 is complete, and it sounds like we're getting closer and closer to stopping Carmen.
I'm looking forward to getting some Egyptian food. Doesn't fool sound yummy?
You don't have to call me a fool just because I don't know about Egyptian food.
I'm not calling you a fool. Ful is a dish made from fava beans. Egyptians eat it more than any other food.
I guess there's little hope for finding a nice juicy steak then, isn't there?
Let's see, eat all the fools.
It's pretty incredible to think that Egypt was ruled by the pharaohs for like 2,500 years.
Like Pharaoh Fawcett. In the original Charlie's Angels?
Right, Hawkins. Wow! Look at how huge the Great Sphinx is.
Impressive. Do you remember whether pharaohs were actually kings, or did they get elected by a council?
That sounds like a piece of information that you'd find in that database of yours.
Yeah, I don't want to check out the database now. I want to solve some puzzles. What's this?
These symbols kind of look like they might mean something.
I think you're right about that. We'll come back if we find any clues as to what they are.
Those are definitely hieroglyphs. Come on, they have to be hieroglyphs.
Fascinating, aren't they? Hieroglyphics are the ancient Egyptian form
of
picture
writing.
Not
Hieroglyphs
the easiest thing to translate, even for me. Sometimes they're meant to be read left to right, and other times right to left. Carmen had some degree or other in the study of hieroglyphics.
I don't know what I'm looking for here in Egypt. Something on the left? Who's that? That looks like a
She sure didn't want to talk
agent.
to us. I wonder what kind of funny business she was up to. I smell a rat.
I think you smell the remains of that taco you stuffed in your pocket in Mexico. Chief, what do you think?
About the food smell or the suspicious woman? I'll put out an alert on a suspected vile agent hanging out near the Sphinx. We'll see if we can track her. Meanwhile, check out the area. We've got to figure out what Carmen Sandiego's plans are. Chief signing off.
And Hawkins, eat your taco. For goodness sake, it smells terrible.
Buenos Aires, huh? We should keep this card in that clue storage of yours.
We will. And what's this?
Nice jewelry, but it doesn't look like it was made around here.
Let's use my trusty Watson Clue Analyzer. That should tell us where it came from.
If you insist.
Okay, so we're going to go to India.
An Indian earring. And just what I thought, Carmen Sandiego's fingerprints are all over it.
It comes from around Agra, near the Taj Mahal. Well, 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 she's been back there again.
So, India and Buenos Aires. Where's Buenos Aires? I should know this. Yes, it's Argentina. It's the capital of Argentina. Ah.
Quick, Jules, what's the capital of Argentina?
Buenos Aires.
I thought you might know that.
Then why'd you ask?
We have to talk about something, don't we?
Look, Pampas.
Who are you calling Pampas? Oh, you mean Pampas, Argentina's grasslands.
Exactly. And cowboys down here are called gauchos.
I knew that too, of course.
Well, hey, gaucho. Any ideas where we can round up the stolen Egyptian Senet table? This place looks kind of deserted.
I thought the Spanish word for cowboy was vaquero.
We had pampas grass around the ranch where I grew up. It's popular as a decorative plant back home, but it grows naturally here.
So this looks like another device Carmen left behind.
Operation was successful. Vial security level Alpha 1. Monitor Acme 1 and 2 and report. Codename Hielo. Red Lady 1 out.
I just love finding these things. Sounds like Vial agents may be watching us, though. And what does that code name mean?
Hielo. It's a Spanish word. It might be something to do with Spain or even Argentina, since they speak Spanish here too. But it's the meaning of the word that's puzzling me. I need to make a note here in my journal.
Why? What does it mean?
Hielo means ice.
Means ice, so why are we talking about ice?
Argentinian cowboys, or gauchos, work the estancia, the ranch. Their work includes training new horses and tending the cattle. You know, it's not that much different than my folks' ranch back in the States. The Andes Mountains line the western edge of Argentina, all the way down to Patagonia.
Ah, Patagonia. Not many people live around there, but the mountains are incredible. A real challenge to climbers.
Beef is one of the most popular foods here. It's no surprise that it's one of Argentina's main exports. Other countries must like it too.
Sounds like you would get along great here.
Yeah, you love hamburgers. And what's this?
An old newspaper article. And did you read it? I gotta update my journal.
So, someone besides us has been here recently.
So Carmen Sandiego used her prize money to visit everywhere in the world, basically. She might even have gone to San Diego.
Let's call this number and see who we get.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes. Hi. You don't know us, but we're detectives from Acme on official business. Any idea why a Vial agent would have your business card? We found it in Egypt, of all places.
Well, this is interesting. Carmen Sandiego, she's the head of Vial, right? She contacted me a few years ago about a base I helped build in Antarctica. Before I retired here, I was a contractor working on scientific installations.
Oh, really?
Even stranger. Last night someone stole the plans for the underground vaults near the base. They're for the storage of dangerous chemicals and such.
How would we find those vaults?
They're quite a distance from the base, but there's a beacon at the base camp that turns on a signal at the vault. Here, write down the frequency you need to set it to. 857.
Thank you. You've been really helpful.
Sure thing. Anytime. Goodbye.
Yes, we got some great info from him. 857, huh?
Uh-huh. But this may sound strange. I had a bad feeling about him, Hawkins. He was almost too helpful.
Nah, really? Well, we'll keep our eyes open. What do you think, Chief?
I trust Jules' intuition. It's not often that she's wrong. Keep following Carmen Sandiego's trail. I'll get another agent to look into your rancher friend. Chief, over and out.
Could that be a trap? But I find it interesting they said we found your number in Egypt. We're not in Egypt. The number is found here.
Buenos Aires, the capital of Argentina. You been there, Jules?
A long time ago. I remember driving on the Avenida Nueva de Julio, supposed to be the widest avenue in the world.
Fewer people live in the northern part of Argentina. There's probably not a regular supply of water in the Gran Chaco, but it sure is beautiful. Curious. The Alhambra, eh? It's not in Argentina, that's for sure. Maybe the database could help.
Good eyes, Hawkins. I'll note it in my journal.
Interesting. In the journal.
Check out that flag on the wall. That's definitely not Argentina's flag. How strange. I bet my database could help us figure out which country it's from.
Certainly could. Certainly could. I don't think his database specifically shows flags. I would have to guess randomly until I found the correct flag. Yeah, I would have to guess randomly in order to get that correct.